Hello everyone! Yesterday I released the webinar theme for Kajabi, and there was a lot of questions about that theme. What it does, how it does it work with this, does it work for that? I'm sorry about that because I had to release this theme in a rush because there was a lot of people waiting for it. So in this video I'm gonna show you what you can do with the theme, how you can configure it, and this is gonna be like a small demo. I hope it helps. Let's see how it works. So the first step is I'm here in the landing pages of Kajabi and I'm gonna upload the webinar landing page. So when you purchase the webinar landing page, you get a zip file and it's as easy as adding it here. So uploading it here, I'm gonna drag it. And now the landing page is being uploaded. So we have to wait for it to install. For here, nothing new, nothing special. It's being installed. And there we have our first webinar. So this is already prepared to show. So what the next step that I suggest to do is we go back and we go to edit the webinar that we just created. So where is it? I think I have too many stuff here. This one here. So basically, I'm gonna change the name of this webinar. I'm gonna say, I don't know, imagine that we're gonna do a Facebook training. So I'm gonna call it Facebook training. I'm gonna change the title to say Facebook training, blah, blah. I'm just gonna go, training. And here, page title, page description, page image, blah, blah. And we save. So now we can share this to our listeners, to our viewers. We can actually start sharing this. We can send it via our email marketing tool or via whatever. That's up to you. How do you say? Oh, I wrote training. Well, doesn't matter. So you see that, well, it has, I didn't change the logo. You can change that. I'm gonna show you. So you see exactly what you can do. I'm gonna customize the Facebook training. That would be the landing page for the webinar. And here we can say, we can change the logo, we can change the colors. So you can even remove this menu, change the color, etc., etc. It's really customizable. You can make it for your own style. So now the people that is coming here, they get this message. Call has not started yet. Please come back later. So well, this message can be customizable. You can change it to whatever you want. And this is by default now as the date of recording the landing page, the webinar landing page. As you guys know, I do a lot of updates to my landing pages. So in the future, it can be that I have, I don't know, something else here, like a call to action button or something that people ask. I mean, in all my themes, when people keeps asking me stuff, I keep adding them, I keep updating them. And the good stuff with this webinar theme is that you get 1 year update. So whenever a new update comes from this theme, you will get it for free. Well, included in the $49. That's the price right now, $49 price, sorry. So now you're sharing this URL to your viewers and they get this message. Call has not yet started, please come back later. Okay, you can customize and say the call starts at blah 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 9 a.m. in that day, blah blah. So you can easily share it. Now it comes the day of the webinar. So when you have to start the webinar, what is the process to do? Well, first we're gonna as the one who does the show, sorry, I don't know how to say that in English, as a streamer or however you call it, you're gonna call to YouTube. So when you purchase the webinar, I say exactly that you need a YouTube account with a publishing access. So I think by default, when you create a YouTube account, you already have that. But just in case, just make sure that you can go to youtube.com/my_live_events, or that you can go into your account and click events here. Not the stream now beta, but the events, because we're gonna be using the events. So if you can access here, then that's perfect. You can get the landing page and the webinars for the webinars. So what we're gonna do as a presenters is we're gonna go live now. Sorry, not go live now. This is stream now from the streaming now beta. And we don't want that because we want the difference. I'm gonna explain it in this video too. Difference of streaming now is that it's public by default, so we cannot change it. But the events, we can make them private, and that's what we want. We want to make them the streaming just visible for our users. So we're gonna go to events, and we're gonna hit new live event. Here we are creating a new event. This here, you don't need to write anything special, so you can write Facebook, training, whatever, and description, something. It doesn't matter because it will be non-visible. Oops, again, man, I'm missing the N all the time. Okay, so the next step here is not make it public because we don't want the live call, well, unless you want it. We don't want it to be in our YouTube account because we just want the people who subscribe to the webinar to be able to see it. So we're gonna put it unlisted. That way, no one will be able to see our webinar or live call or our streaming. For the type, we should use quick. Well, using quick, we're gonna be using Google Hangouts. If you are a more advanced user, you can use the custom, but it's not really necessary. So just choose quick for the most of the users. If not, choose custom. But for most of users, quick will be okay. And when we are finished, we can hit go live now. Remember that still I haven't changed my Facebook Live page, so I have to do all these procedures some minutes before I start with the webinar, because that way I have everything prepared for the live call. Now it says we are ready to go, blah blah blah. Okay, so now my face is gonna be here. We start the Google Hangouts, and here I am. Okay, so now we have this, and we're even not still streaming. Well, you can change the camera here. Now it's being used, this camera from my MacBook, and the quality is not so nice. But as you see now, we are not streaming. So it says off air, it's loading now, but we are still not streaming. What we're gonna do now is go to the links and copy this link. But we just gonna copy the last part. So the ID. So you see YouTube/ and the ID. We're gonna copy this part. We're gonna go back to our Kajabi site, and in the webinar and chat, we're gonna remove the show webinar coming soon, and we're gonna change the YouTube live streaming ID, and we're gonna paste the ID here. Now it's time for the chat. We have show chat, and we're gonna add a chat room name. So as it says here, the chat room name has to be unique because they are shared. So we can write, for example, Facebook, training, and one random number. It doesn't matter, people will not see this. So you cannot use spaces, so use dashes for that, and add some random number. We can change also the color, we can change the text color, and to make it customizable to our site. So now after we've done that, we can hit save. Well, actually before, we need to go to the webinar, here to the Google Hangouts, and we can say start broadcasting. It asks that we will start broadcasting to YouTube, and we can broadcast up to 8 hours. So we're gonna hit OK, and we are now live. Well, actually it's starting now. We are now live. So this call here, nobody can see it. So only the people who access to your site, because we said it's unlisted. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna save this. So we are just saving the landing page. And as you see, oops, now it's a bit messy. So now as you see, if we reload the page, so when people now comes to the page via the link, they can already see us. So we have here that's what people was asking, a demo of the webinar landing page. So actually we have a chat here. I'm logged in already, so that's why it says Adria, but if it's the first time you enter in the page, you will need to set your username. So whenever people enters in the page, they have a username and they can start typing. So hello, this is a test, whatever. So we have a live chat with other people, and here I'm actually seeing myself. So this is streaming live from the Google Hangouts window. There is something that, well, this is as the current date, so I'm gonna stop streaming because my computer is gonna go flying with so much stuff going on. And what now, imagine, okay, I'm gonna explain now. Now imagine that this is done, this has finished, so it says the live stream is over, thanks for watching. You can hit play, so users that comes now to this landing page, they can to this webinar page, they can see again the streaming, they can even interact with the chat, so you can see the message later. You can keep coming in the page to see if there are more questions for the webinar, or if there is more stuff that you need to cover. But if you don't want that, if you want to just close the webinar and new users that come later don't be able to see your webinar, you can do that too. We're gonna come here and show the webinar coming soon or finish message, and we're gonna change the message to something like call has ended, please whatever, I don't know, contact us, or please buy this product, or whatever. That's up to you. And we're gonna remove the YouTube live streaming, and we're gonna remove the show chat. So I'm gonna save, and now if a new user comes to the landing webinar, he's gonna see this message. Another question that people was asking is if after the call is recorded, you can grab it, you can get it, you can edit it, and you can publish it in your Kajabi site. The good news is that as the webinar theme is using YouTube as a streaming service, this can be done. So whenever you record something with the live streaming, with the webinar, it gets saved in your YouTube account. So it gets saved as a video, as an unlisted video, as we created it unlisted and unpublic. So what does that mean? That we can later, now it's processing, but once it finishes processing the video, we have it here, we can download it and we can edit it for later, so we can add it to Kajabi, we can share it with more people and do more stuff. So again, this is the current state as the date of recording this video, but remember that I keep updating my themes, my landing pages, and new features are gonna be coming. I already have some prepared, so you're gonna be able, I don't know, well, I don't wanna say anything, just I will keep it and you will keep seeing the updates. As always, make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe to YouTube channel, make sure to go to kajabiexperts.com and subscribe so you get the news, you get all the new stuff that is happening around Kajabi. And that's it. I hope it helped. It was a quick video because I'm really busy lately, because a lot of people is asking things for Kajabi, and I'm trying to work as hard as I can to make everything available for everyone as soon as possible. So thank you for watching.